Hello, welcome back. Last time I got my boating license and went into the sea and came upon a tavern where the barkeep had a whole lot of things to say to me. I'm not sure how much of it I absorbed, but I got an anchor and realized what it must do because before I had picked it up, it was in a location that was mysteriously just not rotating when I rotated things. So clearly the anchor causes a thing to not rotate when other things do. Okay, so that's how the anchor works, just makes one thing stationary. Alright, so stow the anchor. Here's a new place, here's a new place. Hi. Is that Romeo again? So he's here too. Okay. The island is in the way of sending a text message? Okay. Oh, in a bottle, okay. Mixing some metaphors here. Alright, so you need the open sea between you and Juliet for a message in a bottle to get there. No, I'm off the edge here. This is the new slider. There's a wizard here? Can I get off my right? So I need a dock to get off. Hi. Storm spell. Okay, well, I can help you fall off better, but I don't know how to do the other, like the opposite. Okay, so you've made it stormy. I talk to you, you do that, and then... Okay, so your storm magic actually changes the layout. Alright, so I do know how to fix your problem. It's gonna be that. Try again. Okay, so you storm spelled, the island was anchored. If even the spell can't stop. But okay. Alright, so that text is actually staying around. The issue I was going to say I was about to have is that text would disappear before I got to read it because I was abducted by another screen that blocked the text. But that text stayed around. Okay, so I got a magical gem. Buttons, eventually. I'll find the one I want. Sunglasses. I'm gonna get sunglasses at some point. Magical gem. Is this game just, like... Maybe I just shouldn't play with a gamepad. I'm causing myself more issues than I would otherwise. Well, it has partial gamepad support, so I'm gonna exercise the partial gamepad support. Even if it's not quite ready to be exercised. Okay, so I helped you cast a storm spell, and you gave me a magical gem, and I don't know what that's for yet. Now, you were the new slider. Here's a sign that is up there. I can't get off at that shore. I need a different one. Okay, so this dock only docks on this island. If I move myself... Okay, right, so it's a little more of a pain to actually... Well, sorry. That's just gonna happen. If I move myself here, get off on that, and then rotate this back around how I had it. Again. I can get off here. I can't? Why not? What's stopping me? Doesn't look like there's anything there, but I can't go north from here. And also this, like, looks like it connects, but no, it just won't let me. Okay. Can I sail up there? Sure, but I... Ah! Okay, now I'm at... Is this the jungle? Where's my big map? Yeah, I'm in the jungle now. Okay, so Canopy Town is here. Somewhere. I have this one slider here, and I'm not on it, but I can change... So you slide normally. But the problem is that's landlocked, and I'm sea-locked. And that's not sea, that's nothing, even though it's the same color. Okay, so... These transitions. They kind of work. Oh! Is the sea open now? Okay, message is there. 2 shakes of the sea may be too much for this poor vessel. Alright. Where's Juliet? I used it a little bit. Bob's rumors about the treasures. Magic Wizard, I found that one. Sunken treasure, helpless fisherman's foggy seas. I caused that one. Ancient rumbling rocks. Well, I already got the wizard, so too late. So, bottle will sink in 2 shakes. You're gonna have to prepare another bottle because I have no idea where Juliet is. Unless... maybe she is on the south shore? I'll check there. She is not. So then if I do this again, bottle sinks very slowly. Okay. So then the question is, where am I currently going? Okay. So I want this thing to come over toward me. I can go here, I can anchor it. And I can rotate that there. Remind me of things once again. Hi, a different person is here. Coconuts behind the tavern. Oh, okay. You're the same. You're the same. Foggy seas, north then west. Okay. So I'm starting to get something about Foggy Sea. A magical gem, so you're interested in that, huh? Hard hat types are mining for these babies in the mountains. And that's booty, so now I get all sliders. Okay. Okay, and now there's a... oh, right, yes, this doesn't quite work. Jukebox, cat, favor. Alright, so get 1 more and jukebox. 3 more and cat. 5 more and favor. Okay. Okay, talk. Coin to be had. This has a star next to it, so it's new. Here we go. Shipwreck. Black Trident. Catbeard. Okay. Foggy Sea down south, so that's where that is. North then west. 3 pairs of verses. West-south. Started with west-south. Okay, so west-south, maybe northwest, and then there's 1 more. Okay, so there are 3 parts of the song, and I have only 2 of them. Written down, eroded away in sand. Okay. Also look in the environment. Alright, so another buoy thing. I know what's up with that. I don't know where. But you gave me all sliders, so now I have a lot to explore, right? Yeah. Okay. Got it. Mm-hmm. Also, coconuts back here contain the secret to the misty seas. Got it. Okay. I sure did. Do I? Oh, hold on. I need to move these around. Alright, what are you saying here? Got it, okay, so... 6 parts of the verse. Parts 3 and 4 are west. Part 1 is west. That was the one the barkeep told me. West something, west-west, northwest. West-south it was. West-south, west-west, northwest. Right? West-south, west-west, northwest. Okay. West-south, west-west, north-west. Okay. Let me just note that down just in case I forget. Alright, so that was for the Foggy Sea down south. Can I get there? Well, I have all sliders now, so I can do lots of things, I'm sure. That's a shipwreck. A very happy looking skeleton is there. Okay. So I can't go right, of course. Those function as barriers. Little roped off area. Now there's notes here. Okay, so that was west. I have notes above my head. Oh boy. What does this mean? Sure, that's new, I understand. Okay, so I went west. I think I get it. I just need to arrange this so I can go south. There we go. Arrange so I can go west. Arrange so I can go west. Then for a north. Then west. Other way. Okay, and now I have traversed the Vale. Someone's here. Have you seen Catbeard? No. Alright. Right. Everything requires a license. So it made a ding. And now I have a mushroom. Okay, so if I find Catbeard, give him a mushroom. Alright. Every time. Mushroom. It's a mushroom, yes. I always look at things in my inventory and I never really get anything out of that. Ah, and I would have to redo that to get back there. Alright, if I want to see that again, gotta redo. So here's a shipwreck. Do I need to put this together with the other half of it? Probably. Other half is here, so if I just rotate this twice, those will link. Okay, but that just tells me how these two are arranged relative to each other. There are sparkles there. There we go. I found a treasure chest. Okay. I'm slowly getting used to looking for sparkles. That was how I found the... something important. Okay, so yes, there's a new one way up there. Sure, let's go to that. Hadn't been here before. There's a fisherman. Right, yes. Where are those? There they are. Uh-huh. Okay, so now you're going to require me to untangle them using rotation, because I can't move those manually. There's a volcano here. Okay, and then there's the Juliet thing. I'm not going to talk to you yet, because you'll just send another message and I'm not ready for that. Okay. So the shore there has a sign that I would desire to read. What if I get on land here at this place? Right here. And then I guess I'll anchor this. Rotate that. Pick up anchor. Stow anchor, go here. Didn't I try this already? No, that doesn't connect in the same way. Okay. So then maybe what I should do instead... No, that won't work. Will it? Okay, so what if I'm here? And I go there. Yeah, no, that looks like it connects. I guess there's another obstacle here I just can't see. If I look carefully, I can tell there's a stump behind the palm tree leaves here. So yeah, it's just, this is full of obstacles. That's all. Okay, so what is my next task? Let's take that treasure that I got. Treasure chest to the barkeep, because something more happens at the next number, I think? Place is a little emptier than usual. Ah, okay. So that was your father. No, he needs a license. You're still unhappy. The dice players have gone away. Okay, booty, star. Now there's a jukebox. Great. I assume that's just a way to listen to game music. Whoa, and now I'm halfway. Wait. What other treasure did I get? The mushroom? I guess the mushroom was a treasure. Okay. Coin to be had. Ah, right, so that's Romeo and Juliet. That's the buoys. What's business? Tavern pass. Rewards. Final reward. Right, okay, got it. Okay, this is making much more sense. Volcano erupts and the rocks align. Alright. And there's the buoys. Oops. Alright, jukebox is there now. This is barely audible. Why is it so quiet? Like, to the point where it seems like just something is wrong here. Like, look at that thing. It's going nuts, but it's like making the softest little sound. Okay, well, I would say let's listen to the music here, but that's hardly even an option. Okay, well, I'll just leave it as it is, and it can do it at once. Okay, so anyway. There's the volcano, and there are the buoys. So, you're telling me that there's a tangle issue here. Yeah, so these are crossing. There's a person that gave me a mushroom. So that's going all the way across to here. If I just kind of swap these two, it might resolve some things. Okay. Oops, not what I wanted. That was happy for a second. Okay, apparently that's the arrangement. Not what I was going for, but that'll do. Enable. Whoop! Okay, so now I have a golden fish. Okay. So I guess you're not gonna offer to enable the buoys again. That's just done. But if I, like, had gone away without picking up the fish, I could resolve the puzzle or something? Maybe. This game raises so many questions. Where's this? Oh, that's the edge. This is military. Right, okay, I've been here. Alright, where am I? So I have a goldfish. A goldfish. That will get to the next reward tier, which was what? Speaking Japanese now suddenly. Okay. Looking for work, do you know anyone? Yeah, you're the same. Okay. Whoops, I changed the music. That's fine. Booty! And now there's a cat. Okay, cool. So 2 more for your favor. Okay. So coin to be had. Business, a budding romance, eruption. So eruption is what I want to look at next. Unless I can find Juliet. Romeo was on the boundary, so I'm assuming... There she is. Okay, so how will 2 rotations get the bottle there, then? That's kind of an issue. Because he's all the way up there, you're all the way down here. 2 rotations at best can get from here to here, or here to here. Right? That is what he said. Anchor won't help, I'm pretty sure. So do I need some other means of locomotion? The volcano is in the way. Clear the way. Need open water. Okay. Anyway, something about lining up rocks. Well, I see a couple of rock outlines. Let's just anchor this in place. Oh! So I guess that's lined up now. Okay, that was sort of what I meant to do. I'll take it. So you're anchored. I'm going to move... That's fine, I can do that. Pull that over there, put that back. Put this over here. So 2 are aligned, but there are more. Okay, so north and south rock. I think I see the north rock. Not yet. So stash, put there, unstash. That was indeed the north rock. Okay, so south rock is what? This one up here, upper right. Okay, so that means I want to anchor... Well, that means what I want to do is rotate that down there, stash it here, unrotate. No. Rotate twice. Rotate this way once, rotate this way twice. There we go. No. The north isn't in alignment anymore. What did I do? I moved it down there somehow. So if I do this, north comes back out and goes there. Then I do that and it's aligned. Okay. Volcano is in alignment. It's erupting. I'm going to stand as close as possible. Okay. Sea has probably cooled that. Not in that amount of time, but too bad. I'm picking it up anyway. Alright, got a rock. Now, there's no reason to take that back to the tavern yet, because I need one more piece of treasure to get to the final thing. So, now it's just up to the message in the bottle. Okay, so that means... Romeo requires open sea. Will the veil do? Yes. Okay, so veil is fine. May that message reach Juliet before sinking. 2 shakes of the sea may be too much. But if you're in the northwest corner and she's in the southeast corner, 2 shakes cannot get you there. So what's the idea? Where'd the bottle go? Is it gone already? It's just hidden in the fog? Where did it go? Let's not... So if I do it again... Oh, it's there on the map. It's just, yeah, it's not very visible in the fog. So let's choose open sea. There's one that's not fog shrouded, isn't there? I was pretty sure I did one without fog. Maybe not? Does this count? This might count. Yep, battle sunk, I know. So... So what's the idea then? So even when anchored... I mean, this is just impossible. Like, there is no operation that does that. So there's a mechanic I don't have access to, or the destination is not Juliet? Because yeah, this can only move here or here. Those are the only available options. And from there or there, it can only move, you know, here, 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 here. So yeah, can't get to her. Okay? So what's the idea then? Do I need it to go into a specific spot that could be compatible with... Like, is there open sea that's less sinky than others? Can I push the bottle around within its tile? No? Yeah, so there's no way for it to get to its destination. I need 4. I only have 2. Okay, so whatever's going on there, that's not currently possible to do. Okay. So what else can I do then? Let's see if the tavern has anything new for me at this point. Where is that thing? Way up there, okay. Yep, bottle's gonna do that, bottle's gonna do that, then bottle's gonna sink. And that's unavoidable. Ding. Right, that was the volcanic stone. Okay. Kind of we had a budding romance. Really been weighing him down, sure. Beware of disturbing the seas. Too much water can sink even the most heartfelt messages. Too much water. Wait, hold on. Say one more time. Under your name, we have registered that you want to go to the jungle up north. You can help me get to Canopy Town if the tavern pass is finished. Okay. Okay. What happens if I put my anchor on land? Does that improve anything? I don't imagine it would do anything at all. So I'm gonna just drop it here. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, it just sinks the bottle. Can I move the sea with less shaking? No. And it's any rotation, not even ones that involve specifically that slider. And even when, yeah, even when that one is anchored. Like, I anchor this, I rotate anything else, and the bottle moves. It doesn't care. Okay, so let's check all of the potential screens that can be... What? Don't put it there! Hold on. Alright, are you satisfied with this? Shipwreck is in the way. Okay. So you do not accept the shipwreck. There is land in the way. You do not accept the land. The fog is acceptable. I've already checked that. The other fog will also be acceptable. Does it move any slower in this fog? Nope. It's exactly the same. If I move you real quick, can you, like, pull it out before it sinks all the way? Alright, I'll try that. Pull that bottle out of the water. Nope. Okay. So he says he requires open sea. This island will not be acceptable. Mm-hmm. Other things that are around. Ah, that's still the island. The landmass at Shipwreck are going to be in the way. No, this one can do it. Okay, so that's an acceptable path. It's still the same problem as ever. Yeah, I mean, there's no solving this. Like, yeah, problem is, like, it's acting like it is solvable now, but something major is missing. Is there something more the anchor can do that would affect that somehow? Like, I can't rotate the outer parts. Okay, let's break this down. Message has to go from here to here. It goes via a slider. 2 rotations are possible. Are they even the second one? No, yes, 2 rotations are possible. It's the third one that sinks it. So you want me in 2 rotations to get from here to there. Oh, I understand. Yes, there is something else I can do with the anchor. It's very subtle. But completely valid. I'm going to anchor here. So here's another form of movement. With anchor there, rotate this way, and I've just moved diagonally. Okay, that's the key. I got it. Do it again. Alright, it's fair. It just presents itself as being impossible because you're meant to think about why it's impossible and realize how it might not be. Alright, I did that. I got a rose. And then the bottle sank. Okay, cool. So, tavern. Also, my anchor is over there. That's fine. I'll bring the tavern over here without moving things. And I should probably put the sea in the proper order. Okay. Am I not supposed to do something with the fog? Well, what would I do? If I see Catbeard... something? Anyway. So Bob's favor. Right, and the favor was to get to Canopy Town, of course. Okay, are you going to do that or am I going to do that? I'm going to do that. Okay. Only need the tavern part and the 2 beaches. Alright, that'll work. So, put everything in order. My anchor is... whoops. Currently on me. I'm going to presume that the proper order for this has the tavern in the center. Whoops, I'm not on it. So yeah, I'm going to sit here, move this that way, and anchor it. then try and rotate everything else around in the way it needs to be. So the 2 beaches. Okay, but I am going to have to use the anchor differently. Not necessarily. I can just... So I can swap this over here, swap it there, put this back, and now I've put this here, that there. Yeah, okay, I think I can do all my operations without moving the anchor anymore. Only the tavern and the 2 beaches. Well, no, so this connects to the north boundary I saw. How exactly? Up here. The tavern's in the northeast. Okay. And the order of the rest of the sea doesn't matter, it sounds like. Okay, so if the tavern's in the northeast, let's do that. Get this here. And get... Whoops! That's correct. Then that should do it. Okay. The sea is in order. And now my map has shown itself to me for some reason. Okay. Alright, great. I sure do. Canopy Town is one of those places. Whoop! Still the barkeep's voice saying this to me. Okay. What is this narrative doing? Okay. That was very strange. Alright, will do. I am visiting. Alright, so booty is done, talk is done, coin to be had, business is done. Okay. So ocean is finished. Alright, that went fine. I was a little worried with how suddenly complicated things were. But everything was okay. This is what you chopped down. Great. Okay, so next time, jungle. I'll see you then.